Anyway, yeah, I put this in a freezer a while back, and to harden up the you know the wax. So let's see how well it worked. So nothing like after a hard days of work, fucking working on your car. So last night, like my brakes just didn't seem right. Dude, this shit. Yeah, the cold did nothing. Cold did nothing. Anyway, so last night my car just didn't seem right when it was stopping. It's just like, man, something ain't right. So sure enough, I knew exactly what was wrong. A while back, I had I started before that. Couple time before I did the brakes. This is actually a learning experience for people. So I just did brakes like not too long ago, a couple of months ago, 3-4 months ago, something like that. Alright, so the time before that, when I did my brakes, I needed to change 2 guide pins. I wanted to change them all. For some reason, I changed a couple of them. Well, AutoZone only had one set for one side. I was like, alright. Ow, fucker. So they only had one side, and so when I did it, it was literally like one top was fucked up and one bottom was fucked up, right? So anyway, so I changed it. So the last time I go to change my shit, dude, my shit was like stopping like stupid, bro. I could tell something was definitely wrong, right? It was like pushed down on it, wouldn't stop. It was just all fucked up. I ain't mad. Well, I used fucking regular grease. I used bearing grease. You would think for brakes, high temperature grease. No. Yeah, it's got to be that silicone shit for some reason. Anyway, which I got to do my truck brakes, which I've done the backs, and I did not put. I got to go through. I got to take the backs off. I ain't got to take them off. I just got to take the pins off and lube up the back brakes because I did use maybe. I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna do it right. So last night, I'm noticing I hit the brakes, and I go. It's like the brakes are still going. It's like the brakes are still fucking pushed. It's like I hit the brakes, and the car doesn't want to move, and then it'll eventually move. So, hold on. I gotta get down and do weird shit on here. It's working. There we go. I don't know if I'm this tan, but fuck it. So yeah, I know exactly what's going on, right? I'm like, yeah. It's those guide pins, right? Right. So I'm like, well, the reason I only changed one set before was because AutoZone only had one set to change. Right? So they only had one set. So I'm like, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get 2 sets. I'm gonna change them both because it's been, the old set's decent, but it's still, a few years old. I've had the car. I've had the car a while. How long? I'm not sure. At least 4 years, at the bare minimum. Probably 5. So anyway, oh yeah, this is the last of the budget. So yeah. Well, I'm not gonna stream that long. I just kind of I wanted to pop in and check the shop and run a couple of matches. I only wanted to stream for like 30 minutes. Anyway. So So anyway, let me get back on track. So I'm like, the car's fucking up. I'm like, I know it's wrong. Once again, I'm gonna go buy 2 fucking sets, one for each side. And woman comes back. Oh, sorry, we only have 1 set. Yeah, that's what happened last time. But that does give me a full set. And like I said, I didn't even know if I needed to change it or not. So I took them apart. Took the calipers back off, and also last time I did the brakes, I fucked up the little rubber boots that go for the guide pins. That go to the hook onto the called a banjo. It hooks up onto the banjo, and then anyway, I bought like new rubbers and shit. So changed it. Like I put the 2. So I changed one side before. Well, I put the new rubbers on the other side. It's all new. Like the guide pins are newer. The rubbers, everything's good. Okay. The new guide pin didn't come with like a little rubber thing on it, but luckily the thing I bought did. So. So now, like I did do that, and I did kind of like, I kind of hit the brakes and this and that, and I didn't have to do anything with the fluid or crack anything open. I just basically took the guide pin, took it apart. I rotated my tires too, which I neglected to do last time I did my oil change, which is just a couple of months ago. So I went ahead and rotated the tires while I had the. Like fuck it. Rotated the tires. Anyway, so I pulled out the old guide pins. Well, threw the old ones. Like I didn't throw them away, but I have them. Kept them. Changed them out. Put the whole new shit on the side that was giving me trouble. It was the driver's side. I probably need a caliper, to be honest, because I got everything done, and it's better. It's definitely better, but it's still sticking just a little bit, sticky. And yesterday I noticed it was getting hot. Like, so I could just tell, like, I couldn't smell the smell yet. Thank God, you know, that brake smell. But I thought I did. It was a pizza I was delivering, actually. Fucking must have had like liquor, but it was giving off that smell. Can you tell this is the green one? This is the green one. Anyway, so I knew one of them wasn't working right. So when I got home last night, I have a thermometer that I can. It's got. I have an O infrared thermometer. Because you can't see where you're aiming it, and it's limited. It only goes up to like 400 degrees, where this one, the thing goes up higher. But anyway, so I bought like one of those ones. It's got the little red dot. And so when I got home, one of them is like 300. A rotor. Both of the brakes weren't hot. It was just the rotor. Right? It wasn't the calipers that were hot. You know, calipers were within a couple of degrees of each other. But the rotor. One rotor was like $299. And the other rotor was like under $250. Like I don't remember what it was. But it was like at least 20 degrees cooler. I know there was a 20-degree difference. Once it started cooling down, there was a definitely 20-degree difference. Because it was, so I don't know, it was like way up there. So one side was hotter. So, when I jacked it up today after work, I jacked it up, put it in neutral, and then cranked it and put the brake, pushed on the brake and shit, and then went out there, and sure enough, I tried to turn, one tire, oh, that ain't moving, and I went over to the other side, yeah, that one's moving. Alright, this is the problem. So, first of all, I'm worried about a hub going bad, because one of my traction control on one side is not working. It hasn't been working for like a couple of years. Yes, probably traction control. My teeth are not that fucking white, dude. I keep looking at that shit like, That's got some kind of like fucking white teeth filter. And then it's like more orange. So, unless they look yellow in the fucking bathroom. I mean, not yellow, but yellow. Not that white. Not motherfucking celebrity white. That shit gleaming. Anyway. I smoke too much and drink too much coffee for my shit to be that white. Anyway. So it tracks. The side that was hot was the side that wasn't, that was grabbing and locking on and holding on. I could tell, man. Because I hit the brakes, if I hit the brakes hard, it just didn't seem like it wanted to go. I could tell the car would kind of like do that when I go back up and do that when I a little bit. I'm like, oh. But it's not enough. Like if you had the back brake, if it was the back brakes, if I tried to go forward, it'd squat. And it wasn't squatting like that. It was definitely doing something different, but it wasn't like it wasn't the back brakes. And sure enough, because I rotated the tires, I jacked it up, I spun things around, the back brakes are like free moving. 15 minutes, not 14. So, yeah, I didn't finish cutting the grass though. I'm like, after fucking, honestly, the brakes took longer than I thought, even though I didn't fight it. It just took longer than I thought it would. You know, it's just whatever. Because I rotated the tires. You know, I had to I jacked up the front, put the front on jack stand. Okay. So then I fucked with the driver's side, which was the worst side. So I fucked with that. Cleaned it. Bros. I motherfucking wasn't paying attention. And I had a packet of shit from AutoZone. Now I have silicone grease in the tube from when I did cable. But I think that's dielectric grease. It's silicone, but I don't know if it's for high temperature. I went to go look up shit. Like, what's the difference in the silicone greases? And it was like, silicone. However, if it's low temp, it has blah, 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 blah. And making out that the low temperature grease is actually special. And your regular, whatever, generic silicone grease can handle. I keep looking there at me. But anyway, so it's like it's high temp unless it's specially formulated for low. Well, I couldn't figure out enough. I'm going to go with the fucking little packet I got here. Man, I did the fucking side. And I rubbed it on the pen. I put it in there. It's like, man, it's kind of like snug, you know. It's not right. And I pull the pin out, and it's like, I put more on there, put it in there. And honestly, the stuff I have that from the cable is dielectric because you use dielectric for this stuff is for the spark plug boot. Right, you put it on the inside of the boot, and it keeps it from sticking. Well, that's exactly what we used. Stuff that I have, like a dielectric grease. It's like, alright, so I didn't even bother with that. But I had to go re-clean inside the fucking caliper hole where these guide pins went in. Excuse me. And, re-lubed them up with. I had a whole packet of fucking brake grease that I had bought. I bought a couple packets. Because I was going to do all my brakes at once. Well, I didn't do the fronts on the truck. So, still have to do that. And I'm going to do that this week. And when I do that, that's when I'm going to, redo, make sure I got the back pins are greased. I'm going to take... Because I didn't fucking take the back pins off. The truck's literally 5 years old. So it's like, I'm going to do it. It was like one of those things, it was like, it's okay, it's only 5 years old, just fucking change the backs, fronts look good, then fuck with the front. However, I'm going to put some miles on my truck and coming up, and it's like, alright, I am going to change the front brakes, and I am going to grease the guide pins, and grease the whole thing. I think I greased where the brakes go. I just didn't take the guide pins out and grease them. That's the only thing. So when I do the front brakes on the truck, I'm going to go ahead and just grease up the back and the front. I'm going to grease them both up. I don't even have to put it in service mode or anything. I'm just going to take the caliper off, take the guide pins out. I'm not and grease them, put them back, put it back. Do the front brakes. So anyway, I did that with the car. And then I, back to front. So you go front, straight back. And then you cross. The backs cross over. So the rear right goes on the front left and vice versa. So I did that. And so my tires are all been So let's rotate it and shit. So let's go play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play for maybe a match or two. I'm not going to get too, I kind of want to go out and test the car and check it out and really drive it. I only moved it around, But we're going to play one of each. I'm just kind of want to drop in and say hello because I do want to go and drive, and like I said, I want to give it a shot. I want to test it out and see how it is. So I was thinking about just going straight in and drive, but it's Man, I deserve to play a little video game for a minute, you know? I'll put in a couple hours and it'll be alright. You know, I'm cool. I've had it. So, yeah, anyway. I want to see how it is, you know? I want to see how they ride. So I'm like, man, I definitely got to throw a couple of matches in for Joe. Just at least play until, like, for another, like, 30, 40 minutes. I'll do a couple hours tonight. I'm not trying to go out there and fucking... I just want to see how the breaks are. I knew doing the breaks was going to take up some of my time. So I just kind of like real world testing, you know? Like, how is it in the traffic and all that? Because it's still sticking just a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping... I want to see what it does. Because if I got to change the caliper, you know, I want to know. But so far... You know, it's sticking, but it lets go right away. Like, it'll stick and then, where before it would like stick and like, and like we just hold it for a minute. Like, I could literally feel it putting. And the thing is like, I don't want to. I fucked up a transmission before with some bad brakes. Like, literally, I had this fucking Toyota Tercel, and the fucking front brakes kind of like got stuck. That's my fault, and I tell y'all, grease them motherfucking metal against metal parts. They would give me the grease, and they said it was for squealing. And my autistic ass, I guess, was like, alright, well, my shit don't squeal, I don't need that shit. Well, you need to grease up the fucking parts. Definitely need to grease up. Like I said, that's how I was in that fucking position because of the guide pins. But I did use the wrong kind of grease. We have Demigoddess, Soy Leyenda, and Juju's World. So, yeah. Get some of that fucking silicone grease. Just pay that $4, get 2 packs of that shit. And lube up your fucking guide pins, lube up your fucking... Wherever metal slides around against metal, except for the brake against the rotor. You don't want to put any there. But you want to put it like on the piston, on the little other side of the piston, the little U-looking thing. You want to put it all up in there. Well, anyway, I had a card of where the front brake's locked up, and it KO'd the transmission, bro. It KO'd it. Now, this wasn't that bad. It was putting resistance, but it was like, maybe equivalent of a couple of fat motherfuckers sitting in the back seat. So I don't think I fucked it up, but I could tell it was doing some weird shit to the transmission because like I had been noticing the transmission, it would vibrate, bro. It would do this weird like fucking vibration thing. So I knew I had to do something, and like I immediately like, I still have to gas that motherfucker up to do some more driving. Like I was gonna gas it up last night, and you know what? I'm like, no, something ain't right. I'm driving it straight home. I'll fix it tomorrow, and then I'll do all that, and that's exactly what I did. Exactly what I did. Drove it home, and I left it. But so yeah, anyway, that's my adventure for the last couple of days. So, yeah, but at least I fixed it though. At least I'm good at that kind of shit. I am kind of rushing to fucking do that, but I'm gonna fucking play, dude, because I was sitting there fucking dying, fucking doing that shit, so I deserve to chill. This thing's driving me crazy, these earbuds, because the way I can hear myself sucks. Bro, don't make me take that bike, bro. You know I'm gonna take that fucking bike. Hope that dude knows I'm about to back the bike. Okay. It wasn't that bad. I might just do one match. I might do one match because I do want to like go out there and check it out. So I am curious to how it's gonna act. Little peas in the pod. Yeah, one match would be cool. Fuck it. And then we'll go look at the item shop after. But first, dude, I gotta change this out. Oh. This shit's fucking driving me. Using my Nintendo Switch fucking buds. Yeah. Be honest. Alright. Oh, I did have it wrong. Interesting. Maybe that's why the fucking shit hasn't sounded like it was in stereo. fuck. Yep. Oh yeah. Perfect. 30 minutes. 30 something minutes. Fuck yeah. This dude's trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. I know he's not gonna come save me. Rip. Let's see where he's at. Yeah, he's not coming back. He's trying to get out. Alright guys, let's go look at the shop. And then I'm gonna go and give that car a test drive, a proper test drive, and see how it's doing. Make a little money. If I get done early, I might jump in. I'm not trying to be out there too late. That's why I'm kind of like trying to get out there and make a couple of dollars now. Here we go. Dragon Ball Z shit. A lot of Dragon Ball Z shit. Yeah. NBA shit. I have no idea. Birds of a feather shit. Signature style. There's not many skins that have cleavage. That one has cleavage. And back. A fat ass. Not gonna lie. It has a wide hip fat ass stance. Yeah, the autumn. The Billy bullshit. Lego bullshit. Same old bullshit. Same old bullshit. Alright guys, so not much on that whole front. I don't think I have enough to bother one fucking star. 1 star short of buying the whole fucking deal. Well, I'll just save it for when I jump back in and level up. Well, I hope you got high. I got high on working cars. Working on cars. God dang it. I'm gonna get high on money. I just got high on games. So follow my lead.